If you've been following along, you know how far this living room has come in the last year, slash really this entire house. It's been completely transformed. It looks like a completely different space, and I am so overwhelmingly obsessed with it. Every single detail, I love it. I just love it so much. But I love it so much that I'm so scared of ruining it. I moved in many months ago now. When was that? August? Okay, so really only like 4 months, 4 or 5, I don't know. Regardless of that, I'm having a very hard time furnishing the space because I want it to be just perfect. The one and only thing that I have in here would be my couch.
Oh, bye. Look at it. It's gorgeous.
Well, I guess also this, but this was from my last apartment. But the couch, that is it. It's perfect. I love it. It's exactly what I wanted. It's everything. But now I gotta get the other things, and I don't know where to start. But I did buy something else. Obviously, my walls are all white. They are all bare, and so I was like, okay, maybe if I get something to put on the wall, it'll make the space feel better, more like furnished. I'll be able to like get the vision together. So I saw this painting at HomeSense, and it was so huge, and the price was like 200 bucks, and I was like, oh my god, can't find art this big for under $1,000. I have to have it. Let's buy it. So I did. I bought it. I brought it home, and I was like, sick. We have something for the wall. Put it on the wall. It was okay. And as time kind of went on, I fucking hated this. I fucking hated it. And for no real reason. Like, it's a fine piece of art, but it wasn't right for the space. It did not match the image. I am by no means an artist, but I do feel inclined to try and make this better. I have it. I may as well try to do something with it. It's like a mass-produced piece, so I don't feel too bad about, you know, trying to change it a little bit slash a lot. I just think I have to. Like, I have this craving, this massive desire to see if I can make this better. Honestly, a cup of coffee this morning feels very necessary. If you can't tell, it's very dark in the home today. And so I need it. Alongside my coffee, I always take my vitamins. I've been taking these every single day since I got back. It's on my list to like make sure I actually take my vitamins this year and, you know, be healthier. These are so good. These are my Ritual vitamins. They are my favorite vitamins I've ever taken in my entire life. They're actually today's sponsor, which I'm very grateful for. These are the Essential for Women multivitamin. They are so good. It's still January, so it's not too late to like get started on your like health journey here and take your vitamins, do things that are good for you. These vitamins, let me just tell you, they're my favorite because, well, first of all, like, they're good for me. They help fill in the gaps where like my diet doesn't necessarily give me all of the nutrients that I need. But on top of that, they actually taste so good. They smell minty and delicious. Like, this is, I wish I could just like, you could smell this because it's so unbelievable. It smells so good and it tastes so fresh going down. Like, always just really refreshes you. Something I also really like about these is the flexibility you have with them. You can take these on an empty stomach, which is really nice. They made these with a slow release capsule, which basically, let me give you some fun facts. They actually bypass the stomach, which is usually what makes you feel sick if you take other vitamins that you have to eat with food. And they get absorbed in the small intestine, which just helps with nutrient absorption. So I've heard. And everything about this brand is fully transparent. You can learn every single thing about every single thing that has to do with these vitamins, even down to the packaging. So I think that's fantastic. They're also vegan. If you are also trying to get on your health journey this year, I highly recommend trying this for yourself. I do have a code if you want to try it, which I really love them so much. I know you guys would love them too. You can use the code TaraM10 for 10% off your first 3 months of using Ritual. It's a subscription-based service. I will have a link down below in the description for easy access to check it out. Anyways, we got the supplies a few days ago, so cue the Home Depot content.
Yeah, I got us close to the exit.
Oh, smart.
We're hitting the pain up out here, the ice cold.
Hitting the pain. Ooh, maybe we also get some plants. I don't know, I'm kind of here for the money tree. Money tree.
I don't see how. 315. So
Aisle 20.
it's going to be, I think, all the way down there.
Okay, I'm looking for one that has like little divots. One like this.
Keep looking at maybe hanging over here.
All purpose drywall compound.
Here you go. Here, look.
Yes.
You get all the different surfaces.
This is what we need.
And you know, you have to put it like on a 45 when you drag it. You get this real aggressive.
I'm trying to think of how big this piece is. It's a very big piece.
No, I know, but you're...
No, this should be good.
Yeah, here's your width, right?
Yeah. My soul. It should be very interesting. Hoping for the best. Thank you. Whoa! Tanky.
So, oops, fairly tedious.
But that's fun for me.
I know it is. You like tedious shit.
I like this stuff. Workstation has been prepped. Would have been better if I had like plastic or sheet or something that I could use, but instead we have all of these boxes and papers. It works, protecting the floor, and we're gonna paint all of it. And then we're gonna let it dry overnight and come back in the morning. I realized when we got to Home Depot that I should have taken a paint swatch of my walls to bring so I could see what would match with my walls. But obviously I didn't think about that. I knew I definitely wanted something neutral, but I wanted the neutral to match with the walls because I think my walls have a bit of a bluer undertone. And with picking neutrals, they all have different undertones, like a pink undertone or a green. And I was like, what is the perfect neutral? So I picked out a bunch of different swatches and I was originally between these two. I felt like these were good neutrals, but then I picked out this one, and then these ones looked really brown to me. Not sure how it's picking up on camera here, but these in person are pretty brown. This, I think, is the perfect neutral. It's gonna have a nice contrast from the walls, but not too much. This is Roman Plaster by Bear. Got a shirt on that I don't really care if I get paint on it. And we're just gonna paint the whole thing, frame included. All right, well, here we go. No going back. Okay. I'm gonna do this pretty sloppily just because I kind of actually want the texture, so it doesn't need to be perfect at all whatsoever. Really though, the fun stuff starts tomorrow. Okay, now for the fun, tedious part, we are painting the outside of the frame. I really wasn't sure what I was gonna do with the frame. I knew that the gold wasn't gonna work. Like, it just doesn't match with anything in here. The gold had to go for sure. And then I was thinking like black, but since it's such a thick frame, I thought it would just like be too distracting. So we're painting it the same color as the canvas. And I just hope it looks okay. Okay, so the first layer is drying and I can kind of see some of the original canvas underneath. I kind of like it. It's giving like a little bit of dimension. So I'm just gonna go over and do a second coat around the top of the frame. So I don't want that to have any gold showing through, but I think I'm gonna leave this as is, especially because I'm gonna go over it with the plaster anyways. It almost looks like it has the plaster on it just because of the texture underneath. Kind of into it. But yeah, this is kind of what it's gonna look like for tonight. We're gonna let it dry overnight and then come back to it tomorrow. Okay, so this is what we're working with. Totally dry, obviously. I have come up with a plan, a strategy, you may say. Definitely a little nervous because once you like put stuff on there, it's just we're doing it. I spent a lot of time on Pinterest last night scrolling in bed, just trying to see what other people did when they made theirs, because I've seen a lot of people DIY these, obviously. I looked at a bunch of pictures on Pinterest. I also looked at some professional ones that are like being sold for over $1,000. And I had like a bit of an idea in my head before even looking at Pinterest. I kind of knew I wanted this kind of background and then some stuff on top. And this morning I kind of sketched out my plan. I sketched out a bunch of different designs on the app Procreate. It's a really great app. I sketch a lot on there. I also do my thumbnails on there. And I have come up with, I think, the design. But of course, like, I could have a plan and it might not go perfectly. It might not look like I hope it's gonna look. But I'm going to do my best and keep my fingers crossed. We have our supplies and we're gonna do it. I have joint compound, all-purpose joint compound, and then we have a notched trowel and then this spreader. Joint knife. I am indeed horrified. I'm so nervous. This is stupid. I shouldn't be so nervous. It's gonna be fine. Oh, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's just arts and crafts. This is what we're going for. Now let's hope for the best. Where do I start? Okay. I'm actually gonna start over here to cover up some of where the gold was. Whoa! Okay, okay. Okay, I'm gonna try some texture with this little trowel, see how that works. Hopefully not bad. Oh, not bad, not bad. Okay, okay. Okay, we're gonna go back into the design. I'm not sure how long this takes to dry. Hopefully some time. I think we're done. Let's look from upstairs. You know, it's not bad. It's not bad. So I'm pretty sure this is exactly the look I was going for, but now seeing it, I don't know if I love it. Not entirely surprised by that thought process though. It's actually, I think it's starting to dry. We'll put this up on the wall tomorrow and see how it looks in the space. I mean, it's gonna be better no matter what than what it was. TBD if I'm gonna like it on the wall. Feels kind of weird having something in here that I made. I don't like love that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is as close as I was ever gonna get to the design that I kind of wanted to do. It's kind of messy, but I think that's kind of the nature of this kind of art. I think it'll be good. Maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see when it's on the wall, what it looks like. It was a lot of fun to make. I know that for sure. And that is really what matters most, is that I had fun doing it.
It looks cool.
It's not horrible.
It's better than it was.
Better than it was.
At more of a distance on the wall,
It might not be so bad.
I think it could look more interesting. Do you want to try putting it on the wall?
Maybe, yeah.
Dry?
Yeah, it's dry.
Because there's nothing else you really want to do to it.
No.
Okay, it's going to be what it's going to be. So let's look at it on the wall then.
Okay. That's the bottom.
Oh, that's the bottom. Oh, a little bit of home art. Well, it's a bit of a problem because it can't be the bottom because this is where this is.
Oh no!
So
I painted it upside down?
I guess you did. But what can I say? You do what you do. Oops.
How does it look that way?
Looks fantastic. Let's just see what it looks like though. Maybe once it's on the wall, it'll look like a 10.
Maybe it will. That would be pretty nice. Oh god.
The arts and
You know what?
crafts.
It's actually not
I'm telling you, it's not awful.
It's better than it was.
Here, get that in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
There.
And there we go. Let's see.
Art.
Let's see what the artiste.
You know what? I don't hate it.
No, listen, I like it.
It's better than it was, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7.
You're gonna give it a 7?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7.
Sick. Yeah, actually, it's kind of cool. I'm thinking about my pictures in the mirror.
I think you're gonna get used to it.
I'm gonna get used to it, and I'm not even gonna think about it. It's good for now. Here she be, my work of art. It's definitely better than what it was. I just think it fits the space more. Do I think it's perfect? Most definitely not, because I painted this upside down. It was supposed to be flipped, but that was my bad. Whatever. If I'm gonna rate this out of 10, I want to say it's like a 6.5, like maybe a 7. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will not be offended, don't worry. In total, this cost around $250. A lot of these pieces that I had seen online are, you know, upwards of $1,000. So all in all, this is gonna be fine on the wall for now. You know, it fits the aesthetic more than it did. And that was really the goal. So this half of the room is feeling better to me. I'm unsure if I want to get a rug. I kind of like the cleanness of just the wood floors. I do want to get a new coffee table. This is the table that I had in my apartment before I moved. It definitely really works in the space. I like how kind of light it feels, but I think I want something a little bit heavier, like maybe, there's 3 options. So I'm gonna definitely do a round table. I just think it works best for the strange, you know, shape of this room. I'm thinking either a white table or a black one or a wood one. I don't know what would be best. If there's any designers out there watching this, let me know what you would do for this space. I have a lot to figure out with this side of the room though. So there's not like that much space. It's definitely like a decent amount of space, but it's not super wide. I have this mirror. This is from IKEA. It's the Hobbit mirror. I had it in my last apartment, brought it over here. My original thought when I moved in here, when I bought the place, was to do a really, really big oversized mirror, kind of like double the size of this one in width. Black frame. There's a couple options I have in mind that I think could look really nice. And then do like a nice tree in the corner. I have to keep in mind that my Christmas tree goes right here. It looks so good in the space. And so, you know, obviously when the holidays come around, I don't want to have anything too heavy here that I won't know what to do with, you know, once the tree is in its space. Kind of thought about I could do like a round dining room table bistro set. I just don't know if there's realistically enough space. I mean, there is, but then where is it gonna go when the Christmas tree comes in? I don't know. I've thought about doing a little mini reading nook, but then again, I have this massive couch, so I don't really need more sitting furniture. So I'm thinking like an olive tree over here, and then a big oversized mirror, and then maybe some other thingies. TBD on what the thingies are. That's kind of my headspace with this side of the room, but let me know if you have any ideas. If you are a designer, let me know what you would do with this space. It would be greatly appreciated if you could share some of your insight, because I'm just a girl with ideas, but not entirely sure how to make those ideas my reality. So let me know in the comments what you would do if this was your space. This place is very much a work in progress, but I think we are slowly but surely getting there. And that's all we got for today, guys. We got a piece of art on the wall. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys on Wednesday with the next one. Love you!